गुड मॉर्निंग डियर फ्रेंड्स। आज हम रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट की दो प्रसिद्ध कविताएं डस्ट ऑफ स्नो, फायर एंड आइस की स्टडी करेंगे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल show you a PPT which is totally based on the poem. You can easily find out and note down the summary of the poem about the information of the poet also. So the first slide is belong to the information about the poet Robert Frost. He was an American poet and a very famous and familiar also in India. His very famous four lines are also written here. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. These are very famous four lines which also inspired our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Now the second slide is also belong to the same thing. There is also given the information about the poet. He was born in San Francisco in California on March 26, 1874. He won so many prizes for his famous poetry and for his famous volumes. In 1924, he won Pulitzer Prize. And again in 1931, he also won the same prize for his volume collected poems. He died in January 1963. These are the objectives. What the student able to learn by reading these two poems. Now the key points are in this way. You can note it down in your copy also. This is the summary of the poem, Dust of Snow. The poem is set under a hemlock tree where the poet is standing under the tree. A crow sitting on the tree shook it and the particles of snow fell on the poet. And in which way the gloomy mood of the poet changed in the happiness that is shown in this first stanza. In the second stanza, the poet was again in a sad mood. When a crow shook down the particles of snow onto him, this changed his mood and he remained happy during the rest of the day. So if we can compare, we always see that a crow is compared and for a crow is symbolized as a symbolic of death, but here in this poem he is a symbol of happiness, who brings happiness for the poet. Also he is using a hemlock tree which is associated, which is symbolized as a poisonous plant. He also used this symbol here. So these are the symbols which has been described in this poem. Again, this is the slide which tell us about the summary of the poem. You can note it down in your copy. Now come on the poem. This is the stanza 1. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. There is also explanation given in English. I will tell you in Hindi. कवि जो है एक धतूरे के पेड़ के नीचे खड़ा है। पेड़ पर बैठे हुए एक कौवे ने वृक्ष को हिलाया और बर्फ के कण कवि पर गिरे। The poet was standing under a hemlock tree. A crow sitting on the tree shook it and the particles of snow fell on the poet. Now the second stanza. He has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. कवि दुखी मनोदशा में था जब एक कौवे ने उसके ऊपर बर्फ के कण गिरा दिए। इससे उसकी मनोदशा परिवर्तित हो गई और वह दिन के शेष भाग में प्रसन्न रहा। यानी कि जो पहला मूड पोएट का जो सैडनेस का था अचानक से परिवर्तित हो गया हैप्पीनेस में जब उस क्रो ने आकर के उस पेड़ को हिलाया। द पोएट वॉज इन अ सैड मूड व्हेन ए क्रो शूक डाउन द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ स्नो ऑन टू हिम. This changed his mood and he remained happy during the rest of the day. Now the second poem, Fire and Ice. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in eyes from what I have tasted of desire I hold with those who favor fire. These are the first stanza of this poem. There is the summary of the poem first of all. Fire and Ice, it is a very short lyric of only 9 lines, but within this short space the poet has succeeded in enclosing the desire to fire and hate to ice. The lyric Fire and Ice provides the best illustrations of Frost's metaphysical manner, his habit of bringing together vastly opposite concepts. In this lyric, not only have such opposites been juxtaposed, they have also been reconciled. The union of fire and ice is indeed remarkable. The poet has been able to reconcile and harmonize these opposites by pointing out that both are equally good for destruction. Fire, symbolizing the intensity of desire or passion, is as destructive as ice, symbolizing the cold of hatred. Now the poem Fire and Ice. The first stanza is in this way. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. कवि संसार के अंत के विषय में दो बड़े ही फेमस विचार प्रस्तुत करता है। कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि इस दुनिया का अंत आग से होगा और कुछ अन्य कहते हैं कि ये आइस जो है संसार का अंत करेगी। कवि जो हमारी इच्छा है उसको आग के समान मानता है और तृष्णा को संसार के अंत का कारण मानता है। कहता है कि हमारी असीमित इच्छा या तृष्णा ही इस दुनिया का अंत कर देगी। Now the second stanza. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of it to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. इस स्टेंजा में कवि कहता है कि तृष्णा जो कि अग्नि का प्रतीक है संसार का अंत करेगी। अब वह कहता है कि घृणा जो कि बर्फ का प्रतीक है वह भी संसार के लिए उतनी ही हानिकारक है। तृष्णा की ही भांति घृणा भी संसार को नष्ट कर सकती है। So this is the explanation in Hindi. If in English we will find out the explanation in this way. The first stanza, the poet presents two popular views regarding the end of the world. Some people say that fire will cause the end of the world, and some others say that ice will bring to an end. The poet considers desire as fire and says that unlimited desire will cause the end of the world. The explanation of the second stanza is in this way. Earlier the poet said that desire that symbolized fire would bring the end of the world. Now he says that hatred that symbolizes ice is also equally harmful to the world. Like desire, hatred can also cause the destruction of the world. Now there are some questions for you to solve. So you can read it and find out the correct answer. This is the last slide of this PPT presentation. There are also some questions. You can solve it in your own way. Thank you.